Tell me more.
I subscribed to Peacock, by the way.
You did.
I caved in, bro.
You piece
I
of
caved
shit.
in, yeah, dude.
That's another thing, bro.
Only because they have WWE. I was talking about this before, right? And I like watching my old WWF shows.
Correct. Which you could download for free. Let's.
You can't. You can't. Yeah, but if you figure out a way, but still, it's still tough, man. I don't want to go through that shit.
Of course, and you make bank. Let's people
I don't make bank. No, I mean,
you can spare $5.
Am I happy that business has gone up? Yes. Knock on wood. Let's keep on going.
Yeah, that's not real wood, by the way. I'm joking. It's like that press down shit, though. I was like,
you're really getting under my skin today, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, and I was gonna say
you're getting under my skin.
I was gonna say, don't get me started on wrestling, bro.
Oh, I was talking about this the other day with Joe.
Bro,
it's fake.
Not only is fake, I'm also thinking, these guys, they're athletes. The physical shape in which they are in, it's so remarkable. And then, to me, like coupling that with the fact that it's all scripted makes it fucking crazy. Like imagine that you
wild.
Imagine that you've been.
Okay, all right. So you're going on a good route. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like imagine. I'm just looking from the sportsman perspective, right? Imagine that you are the guy. All right. You happen to be 6'5" and 260 solid, right? So you've been wrestling since you were a kid. All right, you torn something, or you are not that competitive to actually make it to the Olympics or to the professional wrestling league, whatever the fuck that is, right? And then you decide to try this out. The toll on your body is gonna be fucking remarkable, crazy remarkable, right? But then you know that you may never get the shot to be in the top 3 or to afford, like not afford. The word is not affording. To be in the balls to win WrestleMania. Well, and just because somebody decides it based on what, though? I want you to tell me as an adult, because as a kid I loved it.
Do you know who decides who gets the headline WrestleMania?
I'm assuming McMahon, right?
Well, he's part. Yeah, of course he is. But you know who else?
He's the owner of it.
The fans, bro. The fans.
Tell
me
more about this, because I really don't know. Again, I never watched it as an adult.
Okay, so I'll give you really
12.
quick. All right, like my favorite wrestler was Stone Cold Steve Austin growing up, right?
We know that because you brought the t-shirts and stuff here.
I'm gonna be for him for Halloween, anyways. So he really catapulted WWF back in the day through the roof.
More than Hulk Hogan. More than
I want to say the last person to do that was Hulk Hogan.
Last Warrior, bro, my favorite. Remember El Baile de San Vito? Wow.
The Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah. It was my. Okay. I'm gonna get a T-shirt of them.
Yeah, that's Lasso's favorite wrestler.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, way to go, Lasso.
So Stone Cold, when he came out, people just loved his persona. People loved his character.
His character.
He was a badass, but also a good guy. Right? That's what he was.
Okay.
He was a bad guy, but he was like he was also a good guy. I can't explain.
Because that's the thing, right? Because in WWE there is the roster of bad guys and the roster of good guys.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. So Vince McMahon,
yeah,
what he saw was everyone was loving this guy. They were buying his t-shirts. They were buying his merchandise.
Gotcha.
So yeah, of course, it always comes down like physically if you're good enough.
Yeah.
But if you can sell, if your character plays well into the crowd,
that's
so it plays a major role, dude.
So the building, so what you're saying, the building of the character is just as important as the physique.
Oh, it's all about the character,
the
though,
sportsman
man. Stone Cold, he had like 30 different character names before he became Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No way.
Yeah, well, not like he was going through ideas and stuff.
Yeah.
And they weren't never gonna work, dude.
Like imagine that guy, that huge ass guy there.
Do you know who Kane was? The big Fred guy,
like a ginger, red hair.
No, he had the mask. He has a mask. He had the mask. His name was
Kane. Yeah, I remember him.
Before that, he debuted. He debuted in '93 as a weird dentist or something. I forgot what he was called.
Really?
Yeah. And he went through some shit.
He did.
Only because he didn't have the right character.
That is so crazy. Wow, man, that's crazy. I was trying to check. He played various characters until 1997. When he was repackaged as Kane. The younger. Oh wow.
The younger brother of Undertaker.
Yeah. Which I remember because that's from the golden era.
So people, especially the crowd,
yeah,
they loved it so much, right? So what does Vince McMahon as an owner does?
Just lets him roam free, right?
He lets it go. He lets it go.
Screen time and stuff,
exactly,
right?
dude.
So fuck. But imagine that you are the other guy. That's what I keep thinking every
Yeah.
time I think of it. Imagine that you are the guy who's gonna, okay, this is Kane. All right, let's see. Okay, Mr. Huge Dick, whatever.
Yeah.
Tonight, you are gonna actually get the shit beat out of you.
Yeah.
But why? No, you sold 5 t-shirts less. So
Yeah.
you're gonna lose, and they're gonna smash chairs on your fucking face. And
Yeah.
you have to take it because
kinda-
you lost 300 t-shirts less. So fuck you. You know
Well,
what I mean? And he
yeah.
has
I
to
mean,
take that shit.
I mean, it's.
That's
I don't think
crazy.
it's like nip tucking like that. But
Probably
like,
not, but you know what I mean. Like this guy has been bench pressing also 400 fucking
Oh,
pounds,
of course, dude.
like Kane.
Right.
You know what I mean. So the actual effort he's made to make it,
Right.
it's the same.
Yeah.
But he's just a bit of more of a simpleton, right? He's just John Smith, right? You know what I mean? Like one of those guys that doesn't have a character,
Also,
like strong character.
Look at like The Rock.
well,
Dwayne
that's
Johnson.
probably the
He was
the quintessential,
as
right?
Stone Cold was getting out. The Rock was coming in.
Wow. So The Rock made it, you would say, with all words, with all letters. He
He
made
was
it.
one of the biggest superstars. Yeah,
He was.
in the Attitude Era, of course.
Right.
But then after them was Triple H,
You
right?
said the Attitude Era?
Yeah,
Like as in everyone had an attitude during that era?
that's what it was called. WWF Attitude. It was called the Attitude Era, dude.
Gotcha.
And they were competing with WCW Nitro,
Uh-huh.
who was TNT.
Yeah.
Ted Turner, right?
I was already like out. I vaguely remember
Right.
it.
So there's a
I was,
huge. I can
entering-
go on about this.
Go on. Because I was entering
But-
puberty, so I had other interests. I don't know if you catch my drift. Go on.
Okay, sorry, bro.
I'm joking.
Sorry.
I mean, I was entering puberty and I lost interest in it, but I remember that alternative. It made a big international as well.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
TNT
like,
one,
so
the
like,
Nitro.
like
whatever.
now wrestling is very different. It's very like, I don't know, man. It's too.
Doesn't
It's
look.
too much for me. Like it's too like
In what sense?
the storylines are like just fucking horrible, man. Like there's no good. I mean, I grew out of it, right? I became an adult in its time, right?
Just the word the t-shirts though.
Yeah, because only
For nostalgia.
For nostalgia.
Yeah, I got
Right?
you. I got you.
Uh-huh.
So now it's more convoluted, is what you're saying? Like they have more like intricate plots and stories.
Yeah,
and shit?
it's weird now
There's
to me.
There's more showmanship, you'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are you at? Because
One,
must be close.
105.
Okay.
So
So the thing
so
is
yeah,
that-
so
yeah.
it kind of depends on wrestling. You know, the thing about wrestling is you have to put on. It's at the end of the day, it's a good show, right?
Right.
It's purely entertainment.
Correct.
They are putting their
Circus.
bodies on the line.
That's my point. That's my caveat about it. You know what I mean? Like fuck.
But that's why they do it, dude. They're on the road 300 days a year at least.
You know what really like broke it for me forever? One of my favorite movies ever. One of my favorite performances ever.
Wrestler.
Hands down.
Yeah,
Darren
Mickey
Aronofsky.
Rourke.
Fuck Mickey Rourke, my favorite actor. Fuck.
Great movie. I totally recommend that movie. That movie's a great movie.
That's the record for the week. Like hands fucking down.
Yeah.
Speaking of a wonderful performance on an overall perfect ensemble with a great story, with a very meaningful behind story as well, because you know what I mean. Like that. It's not only a great story, but it's also a real story for
Real
how many
story.
guys from the 80s,
How many
bro?
people are like that, dude?
How
Yeah.
many?
A lot.
That they're barely scrapping by.
If you didn't make it,
today.
then you're probably still. It's crazy.
And the worst part I think is in the actual movie, he sort of made it. Remember?
Yeah.
He had the video game thing, so he was like
He was kind of a top wrestler.
secondary character. I get it,
Yeah.
supporting. I guess there are different tiers when you make it into professionals, right?
Yeah.
There are some guys that probably get the shit beat out of them often, but they are still part of the roster.
Yeah.
He was kind of those guys, right?
Yeah.
He was like very close to make it, but he never made it.
Yeah.
But he sort of made it because he got the video game.
It's safe. Yeah, it's past his prime. That's what it is.
Right. But he never made it big. So the ones who made it big are like what, a handful, really.
Pretty
that
much.
we can remember today.
Yeah.
The Snake.
Jake the Snake Robertson.
The Snake Robertson. Have you seen the? I saw the.
But even after him, you see the documentary?
Fuck,
He was ready to die.
bro.
Yeah.
Man,
He's ready to
it's
die. Very
heartbreaking.
sad, bro. Very sad.
fucking sad. But he made it. He made it.
He made it. Yeah.
He made it. He's still alive,
Yeah, good.
and he's out of
Razor
the
Ramon,
addiction.
him too.
Who?
Razor Ramon.
That one I don't know.
Oh.
Is there a documentary on him?
There is, I think.
Anyway, why is this like? Give us a short rundown of his story.
He just deteriorated over time, bro. Right when he stopped
Damn.
wrestling, dude, drinking,
But
drugs.
Oh, so he was also addicted. And
Same thing like Jake the Snake, almost. And then
fuck.
he came to wrest. He did some like low budget wrestling event, and he just looked bad, bro. All drugged up.
In the wrestler. Do you remember the very low tier tournaments in which they damage. They cut each other and they do real hurting
Oh yeah.
on the canvas. Those
That really happens.
those exist.
That exists, of course. Like when
Those
they're
exist in
bleeding,
real life?
they don't bleed from like headshots or chair shots. They have like a little blade.
Right. They show
Take
it
it
in the
out.
movie, right?
Yeah,
They
it's-
remember the guy.
that's-
So I'm gonna hit
that's
you like
real.
this, and they're discussing it in the dressing rooms
99%
before.
of the time, it's scripted.
But the hurt is real.
The hurt is really real.
But the cuts are there. Whenever
Cuts
they
are there.
use the
Really-
barbed wire fence thing, whatever.
There's one time Stone Cold was in a match with someone, and if you watch the video, just Google Owen Hart Stone Cold broken neck. Okay.
Okay.
So this guy doesn't move. Owen Hart, he's a pretty known wrestler at this time.
Got you.
Really professional.
Yeah.
What is Enrique? Okay. He does like a move where Stone Cold like lands on his head.
Yep.
He broke his neck right there that second. And it wasn't supposed to happen. So
Oh, really?
well, but Stone Cold was supposed to win that match. But the way he won, it was so bad because he broke his neck and he couldn't move on. He couldn't do anything. So Owen Hart kind of like laid down.
So you can really tell.
You can really tell that it was fake. Like shit like that happens.
that blows.
Yeah, man.
But people, they are like, okay, well, that's what it is, right?
I mean, people knew it, of course. Thank you for watching again. Please follow us on Spotify, iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. What else am I missing?
All podcast platforms.
All podcast platforms. Please
Spotify,
subscribe,
iTunes.
watch, like, share,
Yeah.
repost, man.
Uh-huh. If you
We're
agree
gonna
with me,
try to do some new content for you guys. We've been talking
we've
about
been
it.
talking about it. Is we are
we
prepping
gotta take this
it
guy
up.
to show a real baseball game, not some fucking high school kids from Washington Heights.
That's true. That's true. You gotta, and we will.
And we're trying to get our first guest on.
Yeah, we're
on the podcast.
working hard.
Working hard, guys. Thank you again, and we appreciate it.